Welcome to the Mythic Tavern. Today I'm going to talk about how Valeera Sanguinar is going to be our brand new companion for the Delves in Warcraft Midnight, and how she's going to make them look really sexy, and that's by two simple things. First of all, she's really hot, and she's a female blood elf, and we all know female blood elves are hot as fuck, and her outfit is amazing. I mean, that just goes without saying, right guys? So we're finally going to get a hot, sexy female replacing Bran's brown beard. Oh, I don't mind. You know, I liked Bran. He was really cool. He's actually one of my favorite characters since the Lich King days. He was awesome in Old War. And Valeera, for those who do not know, is actually a leader of the class Autohol for rogues. And as you guys can tell already by looking at her blades, she's a rogue who is going to be able to somehow tank, heal, and DPS for us. I'm not really sure how healing is going to work on a rogue in Delves as a companion, but I know for tanking, Blizzard said she's going to be evading a lot, so that's pretty nice. As far as the Delves themselves go in WoW Midnight, there's going to be 10 of them, with the 11th one being a Nemesis Delve, meaning the boss. You know, like the secret boss, the question mark boss, and then obviously question mark boss. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I've been having a ton of fun trying to fight Kai'Veza. I managed to defeat her on question mark difficulty, and I am working now on question mark on my hunter, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll do a guide, maybe not. Let me know if you guys want a guide for Kai'Veza in the comments. Sadly, we do not really have a ton of information for Delves and like all of the system changes, other than the fact that we're getting 10 of them, with the 11th one being a boss, and then Valeera being the companion. And they're not changing them every season. It's still going to be Valeera, I believe, for the entire expansion span of Midnight. I'm really curious, if Bran was already a companion for War Within, and Valeera is a companion for Midnight, who's the companion for the Last Titan? Because if you think about it, we're going back to Ulduar, and who did we meet back in Ulduar? Bran. So we're going to get Bran again? And I don't think people will be really happy with that, with having, you know, Bran again after like one expansion or whatnot. So yeah, that's gonna be really interesting to see who's gonna be the Delve companion for the third expansion and the last part of Worldsoul Saga. Let me know who you might think it might be in the comments. Sadly, Blizzard didn't really show us Valeera in action. They just kind of showed us a screenshot. They didn't really show any footage of the Delves either, so that's probably gonna have to wait until Alpha and whatnot. But once that's there, I'm sure I'll be posting it here. However, they did mention that they've learned a lot from the feedback of the Delves for War Within, and they're definitely going to try to make them a lot more smoother, I guess I should say. Less about, oh, just up the health and defense on the enemies as you go up the tiers, and more about like something that makes it a little bit more challenging in a different way. Maybe like affixes, or some sort of like casting faster now instead of casting slower, so you'll have to interrupt quicker, which I think is actually pretty good. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how that turns out. I didn't really do a lot of Delves when War Within came out, to be honest with you. I thought they were kind of alright. But I think as time went on, Blizzard did improve upon them and made them better. So yeah, I do enjoy them now, at least more than I did before. And I'm looking forward to them in Midnight for sure. And there's definitely a lot of cool gear to get, cosmetics, and you know, things like that. It's usually one of the reasons why I do it. And as a solo player, it's also fantastic when you don't have any friends around, so there's that. But yeah guys, let me know what you think of Valeera Sanguinar being your Delve companion in WoW Midnight, and if you are happy that she is or not, and what are you hoping to see for changes as far as the Delves go. Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Peace out and have a good one.